right, Grand Rising. Today is the day that the Lord hath made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. Today, in my class, is what we call Thankful Thursday. There's so much to be thankful for, so much to be grateful for. Sorry, guys, let me take this off. That's so rude. But there's so much to be thankful and so much to be grateful for. And today, especially, I am thankful to start over. What do you mean to start over? I am so thankful and so grateful to have the knowledge, to have the ability to start over. And what I mean by starting over is, in order to succeed, you have to make mistakes. And it's okay. It's okay to make mistakes. A child may get an 80 on a paper. They strive, they know they did all this research to get this 100% or at least a 95. They wanted this A, but instead they got this B because they made mistakes. The mistakes may have been small, they may have been minute, but the mistakes were made. So therefore, there's an overseer, right? There's an instructor, a professor, or a teacher, or whatever you may have, that is going to look over everything that they're doing. Like, we have a higher power, whether you serve God, myself, or the universe, which is God. There's always someone over you that is going to judge on what you're doing, even if it's you, even within yourself. So this instructor, they look and they proofread and they notate all of the mistakes you've done within a rubric to say, hey, you didn't do this, you had a grammatical error here, you had this, whatever the situation may be. The student, right, we're all students, even learning ourselves, we're all students. The student looks and sees the mistakes in which they've made. And for the next paper, they look at the previous one. Okay, I know I made a mistake here. I'll ensure that I don't make that same mistake. I will not make that same mistake. Instead, what I will do is reword it, or ensure I send it through Grammarly, or make sure that I proofread it 2, 3, 4, 5 times, whatever the situation may be. So that's why I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful for the ability to start over, because you can't, it doesn't matter if you're in a relationship. You can be in the most toxic relationship, you can be in the best relationship, you can just stop a habit, whatever, you can start over, right? Like hair growth, for example. One of my locks broke off and it was okay. I didn't get upset and stress out. Guess what? It broke off. It's going to grow back. It's starting over. It is starting the growth period over. And as people, as beings, right? As human beings, let's dissect that word for a second. Human, right? This is our physical, but being is our spiritual. So as beings, as a whole, we have to start over many times in life. We have to reflect on things that we've done, so therefore we will not do it again. Because if you continue, one thing my husband always tells me, if you continue to do the same thing over and 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 over, you will receive the same outcome, right? You will receive the same outcome. However, if you change it, it's just like a program or a formula. If you do the same formula over and over and over and over, H2O, 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 oh, it's water every time, but let's change it. Let's take that 2 out and let's put a C and put that 2 where the C is, and then put the O and take the H out. Oh, don't quote me. I'm not good with chemistry, but now it's carbon dioxide where it used to be water. Or, switch the letters around. You have the O and the H and take out the 2. Or take out the H and the 2 as a whole, and you have oxygen. Water and oxygen. Wait a minute. So we changed it around, but just one tiny change can make a huge difference. We change from water, and then you have oxygen, and that's what we breathe in all the time, right? So one small change. Oh, I changed these words in my paper, and now I went from a B to an A. One small change in life can make a world of difference. One small change. One small change can make a world of difference. And I just felt led in my spirit to be transparent and speak about starting over, because starting over equates to change, and change is good. It doesn't matter if you're changing houses, you're moving to a new house, you're moving to a new side of town, you're going to a different location, you're going to a different city, you're opening a new business, you finally stepping out in faith and writing that book, you're doing it, or you're starting a new job. It's a change. Everything in life is a change. It's a transition. And you're starting over, or you're starting anew. So I'm not going to just say starting over, but you're starting again. Even as a baby, I have 4 children, so it's brand new babies, arm babies. You love them. They grow to you. But guess what? They go through a transition. They go through a transformation or a change to where they go from a baby, a newborn, to an infant, to where they're gagaing and googling, and they go from an infant to a toddler, where they're walking and they're telling you no, and they're putting everything in their mouth. But then they go from this toddler to this little child, to where they're gaining their independence, right? Then from this child, they get into this preteen. As you know, they're going through this puberty stage. And then they become teenagers. And from teenagers, young adults. And from young adults, they become adults. And then they have their own spouse and then family. And then the cycle starts over, right? Or it begins again, or it begins anew, a new start, right? So it's starting over, that cycle, to where they're seeing their baby as a newborn and going again. That's the life cycle, right? Just like a plant, it's the same thing. So starting over is okay. Sometimes this week may have been hellacious for you. Oh man, this week has been horrible. It hasn't been the best. My business is plummeting, this, that, third. Stop. Pause, and stop where you at right now. Stop. Okay? Let's breathe in some positive words. Sometimes you have to pause, stop, take a break, and reflect on what went on, and then redo it. Okay? Recharge your system, rather. So it's okay to stop or pause, stop, reflect and recharge. Let's reflect and recharge. Okay, first off, breathe in all the happiness, breathe in all the positivity, then breathe out all that negative, that nasty negativity. Okay, things that you don't want to hear. We don't like the word can't, don't. Although the business did not make, $10,000 in sales this week, my new goal will be $5,000 this upcoming week. I will gross $5,000 this upcoming week. It's all about the mindset and all about changing the words. But at the same time, you're starting over. You're stopping where you're at instead of giving up. Because some people will stop and give up. Don't do it. Don't. Why? Life is too short to Give up. Learn from your flaws. Learn from your mistakes. Start over. New beginnings. Start over. Okay. I started this. Let's transition to this. Myself. It took me about a month and a half to write a book of poems. And I proofread it. I had others proofread it, 3, 4, 5 people. I went back and reproofread it, changed up a couple things and whatnot. And then I said, you know what? This is where I want to be. You know how many times I started over? Started over. And then finally, I got to the point to where I just let it go. And Royal Jewels, 13 Poems of Inspiration by Shanetta Dingle has been doing, I feel okay. It's on the platform. It doesn't matter if I have 5 million sales or 500,000 or 5. It's okay because I stepped out and I started over and put myself out there to do something that would be beneficial for others, that would help inspire others. So now I'm starting over with a new project, with a new journey, and it's okay. You have to dig deep within you. Dig deep within you and your spirituality. If you're a spiritual being, hey, let's get that spiritual awakening, right? Let's do that spiritual enlightenment. Read these spiritually uplifting books. Listen to spiritual awakening sounds. Meditate more frequently, 3 times a day, 4 times a day. If you're on your lunch break, you can go in the bathroom and sit down and you can do a meditation, or go into a quiet room. When I used to work a position that they had quiet rooms, go into a quiet room, spend 30 minutes meditating. Do an exercise meditation. Do a reading meditation. Do a nature meditation. Just taking a walk. Clearing your mind, taking a walk. But every time you do that, you're starting over. Sometimes we have to start out, oh my gosh, I wish this day would just start over. You can do it. The power is within you to start over as ye see fit. Okay? Be who you want to be. And it's okay. I promise you, it's okay. You can start over. Anything in life, you can start over. You know why? Because you can. It's your life. And one thing I always tell my kids, the ball is in your court. Do you want to make the championship basket, or do you want to just forfeit the game? Okay. So I'm going to tell you all, the ball is in your court. You are in control of your destiny. Greater is he that is in me, or she that is in me, or they that is in me, than he, than she, or than they that are in the world. So the power is within you. You can start over wherever you're at. Don't pick up where you started off, or pick up where you start off, or start over. It's up to you. Me, personally, there are some things I have to just stop. I just pause, stop, reflect, and recharge. And once you get that recharge, what's after recharge? Restart. So it's okay to start over. Guys, if you want to hear more, this is just something I had on my heart today, and I wanted to just share. Like it, share it, subscribe to it. But these are just things that I had on my heart. So thank you so much for joining. Thank you for taking a few minutes out of your day just to listen to my thoughts. Listen to what I had to say. Listen to my transparent feelings for today. And just, it's okay to start over. Like, share, subscribe, guys. And until next time, thanks so much for joining Serenity Soul Tribe. Peace and blessings to all.